Hey, what's going on? Jake here with Uncommon EDC. Today we're checking out the Log+Jotter for November of 2023. This subscription runs $5 a month, gets you a 3.5 by 5.5 inch notebook with a unique cover design that never gets repeated and is never sold in stores. Also lets you choose from 4 different page styles, so you can choose a page style that fits your preference. Now, this video is going up in December, but it is November's notebook. The reason for that is my original notebook seems to have been lost in the mail. I reached out to Log+Jotter about a week after I had heard most people had already received theirs and said, hey, I'm not sure if I should have one, but I don't. And they said, you definitely should have it by now, so we're gonna get you a new one in the mail. We're also gonna give you a credit for December's notebook. And so I thought that was incredible customer service. You know, I reached out with my personal email, signed up to Log+Jotter with my personal email, so they had no idea that this was going to go in a YouTube video. They didn't do it for the publicity. They were just trying to take care of their customer, and I think they went above and beyond. And so, especially in this case where they have no control over what happens to it once it gets in the mail. They could have easily just sent out a new notebook and not been the end of it, but they went above and beyond. And so we're always so quick to call out bad customer service. I wanted to make sure to call out that good customer service as well. So with that said, let's dive into this month's notebook. So for November, we'll start with a little preview of the back here. And so really cool colors. You have the warmer colors up top, more earthy colors on the bottom, and just a subtle design element in both that kind of fades into the background. So a little bit of a topo-esque pattern on those more earthy tones. And then in those warmer tones, we have a lot of Log+Jotter style logos. So you can just barely make out that Moss plus Toss, which is make a story, tell a story. You can see that topo logo right here that I know they used in that football design cover. Not sure if they've used it in the past, but definitely seeing some remnants of past issues on there, which is pretty cool. Flipping it over to the front gets even cooler. Those really fade even more into the background, and the focus is on our Log+Jotter make a story, tell a story, and of course that off-road vehicle on the bottom. Don't know what model that is, so if you know, definitely leave that down in the comments below. I'm assuming it's some sort of like Land Cruiser or 4Runner. I'm not 100% sure though, but definitely decked out for an off-road adventure with those traction pads and the antenna up top, spare tire on the hood. And you can see in the shadow it says explore more, which was something that we saw on that back cover as well. And so that was kind of hinting to what you might expect on the front cover. So I do get the dot grids, which are numbered. Not all of them are. I think only the blank ones aren't, but numbered out of 40 pages. On the front interior cover, we do always get that inch ruler, record dates and summaries, and then some page prompts. So I'm going to take a second to read out those page prompts for November. Thanksgiving conversation starters, a story from grandma's house, my favorite holiday foods, sketch an off-road vehicle, the things I'm thankful for, a celebrity Friendsgiving list, Black Friday movies to watch, start the Christmas list. So I always want to jump into these page prompts. I use them for different things. I use like a little bit bullet journal slash like, I don't know, calendar, and then also for just regular notes, but I never really use it as a true journal. And so I always want to tackle those prompts. Maybe this month will be the month, but let's go ahead and flip over to the back so we can see the profile and inspiration. This one does have a centimeter ruler, a list and important dates section, and the issue design this month was over the river. So November 2023 again, and the inspiration says, if you haven't noticed, we love holidays, and it seems like each holiday inspires us for different reasons. As we get a little older, Thanksgiving is definitely one of our favorites. We love the sleepy feeling after a big turkey dinner. You can usually find us sitting on the couch watching the game. We also look forward to stealing the last piece of pie when nobody's looking, and the desserts that we only get once a year. But most of all, we get to enjoy family who travel from near and far just to catch up, relax, and be together. Even though distance keeps us far apart most of the year, for a little while we can all be together and feel at home. We hope you get to spend some time with people that mean most to you, listen to, write down, and be thankful for all these stories that you get to make and tell together. And so this month's design I'm a huge fan of. I think it's going to be a very popular one. One thing that I always appreciate about Log+Jotter, there's been a couple exceptions, but usually their covers really don't tell you that this is celebrating a specific holiday. So this is inspired by Thanksgiving, and it definitely has fall-ish colors, but doesn't scream Thanksgiving. You know, you can use this year round, and nothing on here is going to indicate that this is only a fall notebook. And so I always appreciated that about their designs. There have been a couple one-offs. I can think of a couple like Christmas ones, but for the most part, they try and avoid the holidays and stick to like thematic colors or seasons more so than specific holidays. And yes, the back does allude a lot to Thanksgiving, but just looking at the cover, you pull this out, someone seeing that notebook cover isn't gonna even think of Thanksgiving most likely. And so I always appreciate that about the Log+Jotter designs. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this video, consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification button. All help out the channel a ton, and I hope you have a great one. Take care.